Hello, Raphael. I believe your company is Beauty Landscaping Pros, right? When I looked into you, you guys started your website like maybe 3, 4 months back. I'm not sure. You told me you were in this for 15 years, but I guess you started your website not too long ago, 3 or 4 months, right? From my research. My name is Harry Ruin, and I work with Enhanced SEO Solutions. And Enhanced SEO Solutions is also my company. And I am here to give away valuable information on how to improve your business and get clients calling you for your services. Now, before I start, I want to state that I am a true believer in giving value to my customers before offering any type of service to them. And if you like what I am about to show you today, then, please give me a call. But if not, take the information that I am giving you today as a way to improve your own business. Now, what I'm about to ask you today is redundant, but and it's necessary to ask because, some of the stuff you probably know, some probably you don't, but I need to recite this. So now, have you ever thought about how some commercial businesses, huge businesses, were able to get to such a massive size in such a short period of time? Well, I'll let you know that this is not by coincidence. So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you needed a product or a service? Well, generally, the first thing people generally would do is use Google, right? Google is the biggest search engine in the world today, and how you are found is the difference between getting one client or one customer or 100 people calling you for your services. Now, Google captures about 71% of the web's traffic today. And so I have done some research of your company and some of your competitors, right? And how I found some of your competitors is through Google, right? And you can do this yourself. You can look this up yourself, right? So I'd search up landscaping of San Francisco, right? And the first one that comes up is JML Landscaping of San Francisco. Now, there are links above it, like Yelp, right? Yelp. But we won't consider that because Yelp is a directory, almost similar to Google, right? And SF List, that's also a directory, right? You click into it, right? Obviously, once you click into it, there's a whole bunch of companies, right? So this is a directory. So we're not going to count those. So your true competitor is JML Landscape. And the other one in San Francisco is SF Landscapes or SF San Francisco Landscapes. Okay. So the three things I want to discuss is content, relevant or buyer intent keywords, and backlinks, right? So it seems like you have a decent amount of client on just the first page, right? So this is a lot of words, right? But you just only have it on that home page. But in terms of your service page, you have nothing. Like there's hardly any words. And that is needed. Why this matters is because Google rank you by the amount of content and, quality content on your page. And let's take your competitor, JML, which, like I said, I pulled it from Google, and this is the amount of content they have. They have a lot more content than you do, and each one of these tabs consists of content. You see, this is a lot of content. It goes from pictures to words and everything, but mainly we focus on the words because that's what contributes to you being pushed up the Google ladder, right? So you see, this is a lot of tabs. And then the other one is SF Landscape, San Francisco Landscape, right there. They have a lot of content, right? Let's go to the service page, right? This is a lot of content, right? So I would say your website does still lack content, even though the homepage has a decent amount, right? So that is one contribution. The second contribution are keywords, right? So let's say landscaping services. That is a keyword, right? So these keywords needs to be properly inserted into your website, and it needs to be ranked, right? And obviously, you guys don't know how to do that, I would assume, because based on the data that I have collected. And I know how to do this. And the first thing that pops up on Google, right? Like the first thing that pops up on Google is are the best optimized keywords listing, and also the amount of content, right? The first two things that I talked about. And this is a tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs. And I looked up your website, Beauty Landscaping Pros, right? And it showed that you have 0, 0, 0, and you have 4 keywords ranked, or showing at least, and you have 0 traffic coming in. You're close to 0 on everything, right? This is Beauty Landscaping, your website, right? And then when we looked at your competitors, JML Landscaping, which is right here, JML Landscaping, you see on the top, they have a nice amount of keywords ranked, and they have some backlinks coming in. That's the third thing that I want to talk about. The first thing I talked about was content. Second was keywords, right? Keywords right here. The third thing is backlinks, right? Which is this right here. So, that's your competitor, right? They have a decent amount of keywords, which in turn push him up further up the Google ladder, right? The other one of your other competitors is San Francisco Landscaping, right? So, not this one. I think this one. Yeah, San Francisco Landscaping, right? So they have 41 keywords ranked, and they have a decent amount of backlinks, right? So these are all contributions to ranking your website. And obviously, since you have close to 0 on everything, your website is not really being ranked. Right now, it's close to the bottom, I would say. And we can help you do this, right? And, how Google ranks it is by listing, right? By how well you're ranked. And then there's this section right here on Google, which is called the Google Business Profile. We can get you ranked up here, which is probably the most important thing. And, this takes... It needs to be done properly. It has to be, optimized properly in order for you to be shown up on the listing, or you can get taken out pretty easily on this section. And we can help you do this. And, like I said, it seems like your competitor has a decent amount of keywords, then they have a decent amount of backlinks. And I want to state that not every backlink is treated equal. You need quality backlinks, right? So they have 700. That's one of your competitors. The other one has only 300, but they're getting a decent amount, right? 22, 100, right? So this is the flow that's on average, right? Obviously, it's not 100% of how much how much you're gonna be getting, but it gives you an idea, right? So you can see that there's some traffic, which is some activity going on with this website, but they have 300 backlinks, right? But the other one has 700, which is double, right? Does that mean they will get double the traffic? No, they got almost triple. So each backlink, like I said before, you need quality backlinks in order for you to be constantly ranking. And it seems like they're getting decent activity, and it's climbing, right? And a lot of companies do this in order for them to get pushed up the Google ladder to, in result, get more customers. A website, right, that has no traffic has probably never worked with a marketer or a decent marketer, which is normal. And this is what I want to state, that the importance of building out that website, in return, get you moving up the Google ladder, right? So the last thing I want to leave you with is, 1, build out that website, right? And 2, build out that website, get content on that website, right? You have some content, but not enough. That's one of them. 2 is get quality keywords listed and ranked for your website, right? And in return, move you up the Google ladder. And 3, get quality backlinks to power your website, and in return, move you up the Google ladder, and in return, get you clients and customers calling you for your services. Now, I want to show you one last thing, before I guess before you leave. I want to show you one last thing because you can say that what I'm showing you today is not real, right? It's fake, right? But then I want to search this up, right? So let me show you. So tree services, right? This is one of the keywords, right, for Google, right? And it shows we're not counting Yelp, right? It shows Davey Trees is number 2 on that list, right? So I wanted to show you what we did. We pulled up the Davies, right? Davey.com, right? Which is this website, right? This is a huge company that came out of Ohio, right? So this is their numbers, right? The amount of keywords that they have, 28,000 keywords, right? And they have 50,000 backlinks, right? And in return, they have so much traffic coming in. You see, this is an insane amount. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My internet cut out, or the connection for my login cut out, so that's why it just went to a login page. But yeah, you see, this is a pretty big company, and they have all these numbers, right? These huge companies are doing this. Like, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, but this is reality, right? They work with marketers like me, and we build out their profile. We get them customers, right? So if you have any other doubts, right, let's look at what they do. So they do tree services, right? And they are huge, right? Now let's look at the company itself, right? Right? This is on Google, right? You can actually see this. So this is their company. And let's see. So right here, I don't know if you can see this, but let me enlarge it. This is Davey Tree Experts, right? This is what we were looking at. It seems like they built out their company for a long time. This is a huge company. It's found in the 1880s, right? It was incorporated in 1909, right? And this is out of Ohio, right? They have 11,000 employees. Their net is $65 million of 2021, right? These are what the big companies are doing today, right? So you can decide not to do this, but what I am offering is very real, right? So, and what our company does is we will help you expand your company, like I said to you before. And I helped a lot of companies so far, and if you like what I am showing you today, then please give me a call. I hope my goal here was to educate and help smaller growing businesses, and I hope whatever I showed you today is helpful. And if you like what I showed you today, then yeah, please give me a call. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.